What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the LowkeyLegend, man. Today we're discussing a new leak Rockstar has just come out with. We're going to be discussing the realistic injury system that they will be implementing into GTA6. Now, this is going to really affect the different variants of gameplay out there. For example, if you get shot in the arm, your character is supposedly going to walk around holding his arm, him pretty much being put in an injured state until you get him a right amount of medicine or get him to the hospital to be completely healed. Now, I'm not sure the injury process on how it goes, but depending on how in depth they want to take this, guys, they will have to implement some sort of healing mechanics as well. So there will be some painkillers and med packs to kind of heal yourself if you are put in a situation where your guy's limping around or not moving as fast because he got shot up. That's pretty much what they are going to be implementing into this new GTA. Now, this goes beyond just the regular health bars that they had in regular GTA 5. For the longest, you could walk around with a sliver of health and be perfectly fine in game. In GTA 6, your character practically might be crawling. This also leads us into the topic of the recovery time. Varies from injury to injury as well. Certain injuries will take longer to heal, while others might just require a medical kit or even some painkillers. The way they plan to release a realistic injury system might complicate things for maybe not your everyday gamer who might just want to play this game for fun. They see themselves getting shot at by police, or just in general not being able to maneuver around the environment as you might want to, might lead some players to mixed reviews on the subject. Obviously, this is going to impact however you decide to play the game. You might not want to get put in situations where you're going to get shot, so no more running and gunning. You might have to play a little bit more less risky than you normally would, because if you take some bullets to the legs and all of a sudden you can't walk right and you're slowed down like 50%, I'm sure that'll be a struggle to some people for sure. Another thing rumored is to have interactions with the NPCs around the game that might be able to help you out in certain situations. For example, if you get shot in the arm and you're walking around, an NPC can come up to you and ask if you want to be healed or give you something for said injury. This will go into play however you decide your reputation in the game. Similar to Red Dead Redemption 2, you will be given a little representation of how you are in society. The higher it is, the more NPC positive interactions you will have in the game, so they can help you out just walking on the street and seeing you in public. So that's something to definitely take note, is the NPCs, what they can do for you when implemented into this injury system. Also, if you're shot in the arm and you are put in a situation now where somebody is trying to fight you in a hand-to-hand combat situation, that's gonna make this entire situation so much better. You're not gonna be able to throw full punches with a bullet in your arm as you normally would in Grand Theft Auto 5. So having a layer of realism where you're not in a fighting situation, you are literally forced to flee or sit there and take it. The possibilities really are anything on the table. Pull out a gun if you really want, man. This game is going to break boundaries, I'm telling you guys. Injuries can include getting hit by a car as well. I'm not sure if you can get put in a wheelchair, but it seems like that's the kind of route to realism that this company is known for and is getting their hands into. I'm sure you'll have the ability to skip that situation if you really wanted to, hopefully, because I wouldn't hate to be rolling around in a wheelchair in GTA 6. There will be a psychological impact as well onto this game where your character will feel emotions such as fear, being scared. If you put them in a situation they don't feel comfortable in, you will get a reaction out of the character that you would probably not be expecting. This goes solely based on the decisions you decide to make in the game and the path you decide to carve for your character and your gaming experience just in general. Also, if you're injured and the cops decide to come up to you, it seems like they might have a different approach leading to how they handle the situation. If they come up to you and you're bleeding out, maybe with a pistol, they're not 100% sure of the situation, they're going to handle it cautiously but not as agitated as they would, say, in Grand Theft Auto 5. Kind of a shoot on sight situation. It seems like they're going to be able to kind of understand the situation a little more. So seeing an injured character when they do approach will change the entire situation completely. Also, there are going to be items in the game designed to make your injury proneness even more beneficial. So you can be taking some sort of medication in the game to make your legs better, to make your arms not, a little bit more prone to injury. Day-to-day basic character life changes to make sure that you prevent certain injuries and getting them not as easily as you would without these medications. So there is going to be an implementation of items that heal you over time or just make sure that you don't get injured in general. Obviously not to the lengths of maybe getting getting hit by a car, shot in the head by a bullet, but if it makes your fists not get as bloody when you're getting into a hand-to-hand combat situation, maybe that would be enough. Now, obviously, this is a very opinionated take on this entire situation of having a realistic injury system involved into Grand Theft Auto 6. Some people think that this is over the top. It's way too unnecessary. People aren't really trying to have this level of realism, but I beg to differ. I think the community in general would look at this in a positive aspect all the way around. I think there's enough games out there to have, you know, your silly fun. When it comes to realism and nailing everything on the dot, Rockstar is known for that, and GTA 6 I feel like is going to deliver. There will be mixed opinions on everything that they decide to do with this game, but this is one of them where it is kind of split down the middle. If you are ended up in a wheelchair in this game, I don't know how the community is really going to react to that, if that's something that they want to go all out with. I don't think they'll go that in depth, but maybe like a cast on your arm or something, or maybe even crutches. I don't know how far they want to go for it, but whatever it is, I feel like this, whatever they decide to do, this is going to 100% be a good thing at the end of the day. It makes people change their gameplay strategies, maybe not go out and do as much stupid things as they would have without the consequences behind them. I think that's one of the reasons you could act a fool in GTA 5 was because there was no consequences to driving off of a hill. You know what I mean? In this next game, things are going to be 100% changed, and we're going to see a brand new era of gaming. I promise you guys that. With something as crazy as having a realistic injury system, man, this is just the tip of the iceberg for how realistic they are going and planning on making GTA 6. If you are in a certain injured state, your guy actually might be too incapacitated to actually go and do a mission. They won't let you do certain missions if your guy is all messed up and you know, can't walk properly or can't see properly, or quite frankly can't drive properly. All of these things will be affected as you are bleeding out and you know, recovering from your injury from this recovery process. As I said before, it can be sped up or reduced significantly, or you could just go straight to the hospital and get all your injuries healed from there. And I'm sure there will be a process to speed all this up for the people who don't really, you know, want that level of it, or there might not be, which again will make you choose your consequence or choose your actions in this game responsively for your consequences. You know what I mean? If you get shot up and you can't do a mission all of a sudden because you wanted to act a fool, I think it's going to make sure people react a little differently to certain situations, or maybe make a completely new save to get all this anger out if they really want to. And I'm actually super excited for this implementation. This is going to make sure people are a little more cautious, and I don't think they would add this level of realism into a game if they weren't fully ready for it. So you can expect all the NPCs to kind of have this realistic injury system added to each NPC as well. So maybe if you shoot them in the arm, you know, they will have to limp away bleeding and go seek medical attention as soon as possible. That's really all I got for you guys in this episode, man. Subscribe, hit the bell icon if you guys are new, smash a like. I'll see y'all in a video very shortly. I'm out of here. Peace.